the delivery does not have to be a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And so to me, there are several different ways. Any way that you deliver data to somebody is data storytelling to me. It can be a conversation. It can be an email. It can be a text. It can be a Slack message. It can be a full-blown report with, an hour presentation along with it. It is all of the above. And because the principles do not change, you're still trying to set it up, show the insights, and then the intent and the real goal. And you can do that in 2 sentences in an email.
Yeah. So if you think of data storytelling as a set of techniques and that can show up in many different forms, I think that's a good way to think about it. And that has been a big area for us that we've been focusing on, is the concept of how do you deliver the data and the message, the data story, in a way that's going to best work for the audience that you're trying to reach. So we've already discussed there's lots of different, you're going to face lots of different audiences with different priorities and different needs. So you have this kind of diversity of different ways that people need to, what story they need to hear, but also how they want to receive that. So, a salesperson who's on the road is going to be looking at data in a mobile kind of environment.
Very true. There you go.
An executive asking, we've seen this over and over again, and asking an executive to log on to a dashboard and look at that every day is not likely to happen. You're asking someone to change their habits. They're super busy. They're not going to go look at another site. So how do you make that show up? Yes.
Have you ever tried to teach an executive how to read a dashboard? Do you build dashboards in story mode, like in linear?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. I feel like that would be the easiest way to get an executive on board. If you teach them how to, at a glance, make sure that everything is within normal parameters.
I think you can teach, an executive can learn for sure. I believe so in the moment. But the question is, often with operational data that's updating frequently, asking them to change how they access that or where they access that information. They might understood the dashboard that you shared with them, but then, if you want them to look at this information every Monday morning, asking them to remember to go log in and go look at something is unlikely. So then the question is, how do you deliver that? Should that show up as an email in their inbox? Should that show up as a printed document that sits on their desk? You think about like, what is going to fit into someone's workflow? We all are super busy. Our attention is being torn in a bunch of different ways. There's a ton of information coming at us. I think at this point, we're a little bit like, I am allergic to new information. It feels like I don't want to overload myself. So how do I fit into the flows in kind of the most frictionless way possible, but still deliver that information? Because it's important that they see it.